everybody, it's Kaylin072. Today I'm here to show you how to hook up an Elgato HD60 S Plus game capture card to your Xbox One. So trying to figure out how to hook it up by yourself is pretty complex because Elgato's website doesn't give you too much insight on how to set anything up, nor do the directions that come in the box. At least I didn't find anything that helped me, and I read it like 3 times. And nobody online is really helpful either, for me at least, just because this was my first time setting everything up, and people were using really weird words that I didn't quite understand as somebody new coming into this. So I'm going to break it down into layman's terms, which is small words that everybody's going to understand, and we're all going to get this all set up together, and your streaming days will be taken off. So I'm going to crawl down on the floor in order to show you everything without hopefully screwing any of my stuff up. I should be able to fix it all though, so let me turn on the light, and we're going to get down onto the floor. Alright, so there's the game capture card itself. Now what it comes with is, I believe, 1 HDMI cord. It might come with 2. It's been a while since I opened the package to this, so I'm not 100% sure. And then it comes with the power cord 2 as well. So, without even looking at the directions, and you're frustrated with everything, how you're going to set it up is, we're going to start with the one side first. Now you can see it just turned off. So, right here, this is going to be your out HDMI port, okay? So, you're going to take one of your cords, hook it into there. You're going to hook it into your out port over on this side. Now, the out port is going to run into the HDMI port onto your television. Now, I would show you, but I don't have enough cord to my camera, so you just got to find HDMI 1, 2, 3, XYZ, and plug this out, the cable out, into your television. So this was the simplest part of setting the whole thing up, because one cord has to go to the TV, naturally. So over on this side is where it got a little bit confusing, for me at least. So I had to shut the light off for this. The camera wasn't focusing. So on this side, you have 2 ports that we're going to pay attention to today. We're going to neglect this headphone jack looking thing, and we're going to focus on the HDMI port right here as well as the power port. So, the HDMI port that you're going to plug into right here, okay, we have our HDMI port going into the in. Now, that HDMI, you're going to run it to the back of your Xbox. Now, for reference, I'm using an Xbox One S. So where I would plug it in is you're going to plug it into the HDMI out to TV on the back of the Xbox. I'm sure it's like this for every other Xbox. Don't use the from SAT/cable, because then you won't have any picture popping up on your computer nor your TV. Only use it for the out to TV, because the way it's going to work, the Elgato is going to basically work as the power source, and that's how you'll get picture, is whenever you turn on your computer, the picture will pop up on your TV too as well. So the power cord, it's going to be the smallest cord that came with it. It's really easy. It's got one place to go, one place to live. So you're just going to plug it into the one spot above your HDMI in port. And once you know it's got power is when that silver gray line pops up. That's how you know you're getting your power. So that's going to be the basic setup for the game capture card itself. Now, I'm going to record my screen here so you can see exactly what I have going on and how I'm getting everything. We're going to have the infinite tunnel here. I apologize, but that's the only way I know how to really screen capture anything. So, how you're going to set up the Elgato on OBS. If you choose to use another streaming service, it might be a little bit more simple, but on OBS, this is what I mainly use. It's really easy to use. That's the reason why I got it. You're going to go into your sources right here. You're going to hit this little plus sign. This is how you add sources, so that's going to be how you add, as you can see down here, I have my mic added in, my camera, display captures me screen recording, as well as my audio from my computer, but we'll get into that a whole other video if this one helps people. So whenever you hit the plus sign, what you're going to want to do is video capture device. You're going to click on that. We're going to keep it saved as that, but you can name it whatever you want. Like I have it already named Elgato on here, but for time's sake, we're going to just completely start it over. So hit OK. Once you have your video capture device added, so my whole stuff's going to disappear. At least the background here will. My camera might not. So in order to get it to activate, we're going to hit activate. So as you can see here, it's pulling up your properties for the video capture device. Now, the device should pop up automatically. If it doesn't, you just hit the little drop down and it'll give you a few, depending on what all you have hooked up to the computer, it'll give you everything. But if you're just using an Elgato HD60S Plus, it'll pop up as Game Capture HD60S Plus. You're going to click on that, and then OK, and then I'm going to turn off display capture, just so we can see. And then let me put me smaller. And then as you can see right now, it's filming my home screen to my Xbox. So, with that being said, I'm just going to delete it real quick from here. Oop, wrong one. So I'm going to delete it on here. Now, if you want to do a screen recording, since I accidentally deleted mine, I might as well just show you how to do that too from OBS. So if you want to add a display capture, this is what I mainly use just because it's a little bit easier for me to see everything as opposed to window capture. Display capture might not be as technically safe as a window capture, just because everybody can see everything on your computer that you're looking at too, because it's capturing your display. Come on. But it's just what I'm comfortable using. I mean, I don't have anything really crazy on this computer that anybody can steal, I don't think, but it's just what I'm comfortable using. So, and how you're going to add the display capture, I keep mine simple. I don't even rename it just because if I forget what it is, it's a display capture. It's literally named the same thing. So display capture is going to be right here. Okay. And then as soon as you hit display capture, it should be capturing it automatically. So all this, I'm really not sure what all that is. So I just keep mine on automatic. I'm going to hit cancel because I already have it. And it gives you your capture. So if you want to play computer games, you can, from OBS, you can either use window capture or display capture. And then to get the sound, so I had a hard time trying to figure this part out. So audio from the computer. So say I wanted to, here, we'll go right on here real quick. You guys should probably be able to see it. So if you wanted to watch a video with sound or play a game with sound without having the...
Was it early on? Or?
The audio output capture, you won't have any sound. So we'll go back right up into here. So we'll click on Noise Critical real quick. So yeah. In order for you to capture the sound from your computer, you have to have an audio output capture. Now, what that means is, without it, there'd be no sound. And it took me 3 long and stressful days to realize that. So, how you're gonna do that is you're gonna hit the plus sign, audio output capture. Okay, I'm not gonna click on it because I already have one pulled up. So whenever you click on audio output capture, this was what should pop up. Now, keep it on default unless you have some kind of crazy speakers or whatever, but default for me, I've noticed, gives like the best sound. So, and then you just hit OK, and then we're gonna go right here.
Cool.
So we're playing Noise Critical right now.
Get out of here.
So from looking at it down here in the corner, we can probably just do this. This is gonna get real wonky, so I'm sorry.
This doesn't really have any get up and go to it.
So now if you see right down here, it's capturing the audio that he's playing as well as the picture. So we're gonna stop it right there. So, we'll do scenes in another video, like how I can try to break it down a little bit easier, but that should be about the basis of what you're gonna need to start streaming either on an Xbox. Of course, it's not gonna turn on. So, sometimes you have to hit there's a deactivate button. Here, I'll show you. There's a deactivate button right here whenever you're using your Elgato. You'll have to click it and to deactivate it and then activate it again, and that's how the picture will pop back up. Mine only was gone was because I was unplugging it quite a few times to do the demonstration. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be elaborated on. I mean, if you set it up pretty easily, download OBS. It's pretty simple to download too. You should have no problem trying to figure it out. Again, all it is, if you're working on OBS, is gonna be scene or sources, and if you want to get a little crazy like I'm doing, flipping back and forth, you can add scenes. Now, scenes help a lot if you're doing live streaming, and you want to do a game console. If you want to stream game on the console and then you want to flip over to a computer game, scenes here, they help a bunch, like so much. So for what my setup is, so for my setup, I do both. I'll play console 1 minute and then I'll switch over to something cool on the computer, play that. So scenes makes everything switch over with just one click. So as I'm doing right here, I'm flipping back and forth, and it's taking all of my sources, kind of like smashing it down into one little thing. So when I click on it, all the stuff that I have inside my sources is popping up right here, and I don't have to keep hitting the eyes on here to kind of like mute whatever you're trying to do as you're jumping back and forth. The scenes took a lot of time to try to get to work. Also, it was a big pain. But one more thing with computer streaming too. So I have an Elgato Wave 3 microphone. I highly recommend getting one of these. Oh, stay up there now. Just because when you're recording on OBS, you can't use headphones you can't use wireless headphones, you can't use corded headphones, because it won't pick up any audio from anything. Like, it won't pick up your microphone audio, it won't pick up the audio that you're playing on the line too. So I'm not going to demonstrate it because... No, don't do that. There's some kind of like thing with the, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but just don't use headphones, when you're streaming. So if you are gonna stream computer games, I highly recommend getting one of these, because right on the back of the mic here is a headphone jack. Now, this has been the only way that I've noticed that I can record everything, still getting sound for everything, as well as hearing what's playing through the computer without it sounding like garbage. Now, if you're using a console, you don't have to worry about anything. So let me pick up my controller. So I have a headset that I use to hear the sound. I turn the sound all the way down on my TV so nobody gets any reverb. So I'm a tangled mess right now, my bad. So I have my headset in which I can hear all the game audio. So I can hear all the sound that's playing from the TV. So I turn my TV all the way down and I plug in my headphones to my controller. And then if you look at the dash down here, the audio mixer. So if you have your Elgato hooked up, which I guess I can throw it in again real quick. It won't work though. So down in the audio mixer, there will be an option for the Elgato, like the actual streaming card down in here, that you can see like how my mic is going crazy right now. The sound that's playing from the TV will be going through the capture card to the computer, and you can see if everything is working from right here. I would really pay attention to this part too, right here, just because that's going to be the way you know everything is capturing sound the way you want it to. It's going to fix your sound levels, the whole shebang. If something's not working, look right down there and it'll tell you if it's not working. Or if you mute your mic and you forget to unmute it and everybody's screaming at you in the chat, can't hear ya. Look right down there and it'll be like, oh, I'm muted. Good. I'm an idiot. So, one more thing before I go. This is going to be a nice half-hour video. Hopefully it helped, but we're not quite finished yet. For scenes, it's really easy to add scenes. Like I said, you just, hold on 1 second. Cancel. There we go. You're going to hit the little plus sign. It's going to ask you what you want to name the scene. Now, as you can see right here, I've named my intro to streaming, my breaks when I go on breaks while I'm streaming, computer streaming, and then console streaming. So whenever you add your scene, everything right here will pop up blank, and then you just add sources to the scene, and that's how you create your scenes, and then how you can switch through everything with one simple click. Real easy. Once you get used to using OBS, it becomes very easy. Took me about a day to basically get everything set up to how I wanted it, and then I perfected it within about maybe 2 weeks, and then I just figured out how to do the scenes to make everything a lot easier, because we like easy here in the streaming community. We don't want any stress. So, that'll be it for today. I just basically wanted to go over the basics of how to set up OBS, as well as your game capture card, and streaming computer games too, an easy way. If anybody has any more tips for me, I would be appreciative if you want to go ahead and comment in the comments some good tips. Maybe I'll take them. And if this video helped you at all, get your streaming back, blah, blah, blah. It's too late for me. This video helped you at all get your streaming up in order, please go ahead and let me know down in the comments. If anything's incorrect, confusing, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to explain more in depth. Just send me a little message, comment it down below, I'll answer. So, that'll be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.